Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So I had about like 7 or so questions on my Horizon treadmill video. So I have 150 miles on it now, so we're going to call this a 150 mile review video. Got a couple of cons, but generally, yeah, still giving 2 thumbs up to this treadmill. So stay tuned and we'll give you an update and answer all your questions that came in. Here we go. All right, one of the questions is, Daryl, you should buy the Wahoo Kicker Run. Hey, I'm not disagreeing with you that treadmill is better than the one I purchased here, but I looked it up. I'll put it up on the screen. $5,000 for the new Wahoo Kicker Run model. Just a little bit too much for me. Again, I paid $1,500 for the Horizon model, and I don't even think you get the Wahoo Kicker Run treadmill yet. I think it's going to take another couple months or even into 2025. So still sticking with the Horizon treadmill. But thanks for sending that in here. Maybe if I get popular enough and they want to send me a free treadmill, I'll feel free to do a review on that one. All right, does the treadmill have the Sprint 8 function? Let me go ahead and read to you what does that mean. A time-based program that allows you to select a level. After warm-up, the program will give you 30 seconds at a high speed and intensity, alternating with 90 seconds at a lower recovery speed. Increasing levels will allow you to keep your calorie burn high and increase your overall running speed. So yes, it absolutely has a Sprint 8 function. There's a big table in here. I'll go ahead and show you the buttons on the treadmill. Right there is the Sprint 8. These are the other functions that you got. The treadmill has multiple different simulations that you could run through, and they're all described here in the manual. All right, this was not a question, but it was starting to get annoying to me, but I actually found the answer. So after 150 miles, the lube belt warning screen comes on every time you turn on the treadmill, but I just found it here in the directions. I'm going to go ahead and read it to you. To reset the lube belt warning, the treadmill will flash a lube belt reminder every 150 miles. After lubricating the belt, reset the warning by holding down the stop and play buttons for 5 seconds. All right, what I'm going to do now is turn it off and back on and see if that worked. All right, bingo, solved that problem. One of the cons out the door here, so no longer an issue. All right, so I'm at 150 miles. I do recommend that you run in the middle of the treadmill. Again, the reason why I bought a new treadmill is because the other one was squeaking because it bounced so much. It had a lot of play on it. So I don't recommend you running up there. I'm going to run on it real quick here just to see it. My guess is after, I don't know, a couple thousand miles, you may start getting some squeaking if you keep on running in the front of the treadmill. I'm going to go ahead and run on it right here if I hear a quick squeaking sound. All right, no, I don't think it's an issue, but you can hear just a tad bit difference. But again, I encourage you to run in the middle of the treadmill. All right, let's go over adjustment of the belt. Still, it's a little annoying. I described that on my first video. So I had loosened the belt up, and then my wife went to run on it, and it made the belt come to the side. You can see it's not in the middle here. But you really gotta read the directions. So let me just try to get the belt from to move over to this way. So which one is it? Belt is too far to the left, so I'm going to go ahead and use this. There's a bolt in there. And do about a quarter turn. Now you got to make sure that you tighten it, otherwise it'll keep on going. So we moved it over. Now we want to tighten the right side of the roller. So you also want to, every time you turn that side, you want to turn this side as well, same direction. All right, I'm going to turn it on and see if we could get the belt in the middle of the track. There you go. You can see it moved over slightly. So I got to do it a little bit more. There you go. You can see it's generally in the middle now. So that's what you got to do to tighten or loosen the belt. I think that the pace is off. I went and complained, and the salesman told me how to get into the system, which I'll show you here in a little bit, to check it. Whenever you check it, it appears okay, but I still think there's flaws. What I mean is the pace, whenever you're running on the treadmill, this is not a realistic, or doesn't match the pace when I'm outside. So what I'm going to do here now is go ahead and run at, let's just say 8 minute per mile pace, or 7:30 pace. Even whenever my legs are sore and I am outside, the slowest I run for warm up is like 7:30 pace. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate that right here. All right, I'm running at 7:30 pace according to the treadmill, and there's no way I am like freaking moving here. This is, I don't know, definitely below 7 minute pace that I'm running here now. So I just feel that the pace is off. I'm having a hard time breathing here, and this is generally my warm-up pace, and this is obviously not a warm-up pace. All right, so how do I know that the pace is off? And I think even at lower speeds, it's off about a mile, 1.5 miles per hour, maybe even 2. But I have a Zwift Run foot pod that you can see right there, and I have that foot pod calibrated to my outdoor pace. And so what I do, I'll show you now. I'm going to run the same pace, and I'm going to tell you what pace it is as compared to my foot pod by looking at Zwift as I run on my iPhone right here. All right, when you hold those two buttons down, you get into engineering mode. That says hardware test, not available, switch function, information, display test, hardware test. I'm going to go ahead and hit into hardware test. Push to select is actually the button you hit. All right, so that, the salesman did not know what that meant, but this number is supposed to match that number, and if they don't match whenever you're running, then they will replace the unit in there. But again, for me, it matches. So what I'm going to do is to set the speed up. Okay, so I'm at 5 miles an hour. You can see that says 1750, and that says 1761, 1741, 1660. So all right, so you can see they're generally the same, but while as I was running on it, they were jumping. So I just think there's a science or something that a treadmill is not the actual pace that whenever you're running on the outside. I think it's because the belt is going this way, you're running that way, your feet are pushing in that way. It's creating friction, actually causing the belt to slow down whenever the motor thinks you're running faster. So I don't know, I could probably Google it and figure it out, but just to summarize that, again, I think the pace is off from outside pace, but I don't care. I generally use the treadmill for easy day runs, shakeout runs, and I use my foot pod running it with Zwift Run, and I ignore the screen up there, so it doesn't bother me. Maybe it'll bother you. Quick, in case you didn't watch the first video, I'm just going to show you all the functions that it has. I haven't used half of them yet, but what I am doing here, I'm improving the lighting by from the last video by putting a light behind me here so you can actually see the screen here this time. But nice hard containers to put your water bottle in. It's got speakers, it's got a USB port there, headphones, music you could plug in there. This is actually for an iPad, if you want to put your iPad up there. I put my iPhone here, again, runs Zwift Run. Over here was your incline. This is also a wheel to move the incline. Over here is your speed. Here is a wheel for your speed. There's the fan. Fan is decent, but where's my other fan? I have another fan here that I put. There's my other fan. I actually put another fan because it's not powerful enough, so I got two fans running. Yeah, got watts, pace, lap count, heart rate. It'll Bluetooth anything heart rate monitor. I don't use heart rate monitor because I use my watch for heart rate, calories per hour, incline, and here are the different modes that you have. I have the 7.4 model. All right, that concludes the video. Hopefully I answered your questions. So to conclude, yes, I'm still buying this treadmill, $1,500 compared to other name brands, $3,000, $4,000. The Wahoo Kicker, $5,000. So I just need a beast machine that's going to work and not fall apart. This does it for $1,500. So sticking with the Horizon treadmill, but feel free to give me any more questions you have, and maybe I'll do I don't know, a 500 mile review, 1,000 mile review, or whatever. So all right, hope that helped. Have a good one.